Hey there humans, it is I, BigGreenBeast, and today, kind of fast intro because I'm starting in the cage. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how I found out that Disco Kit is actually better than Armor. This is for normal mode only. I don't really play Insane mode. I don't know what the best kit for Insane mode is, but it's probably pretty well known in the community. Right now, I'm just looking at normal mode. Glad to clear that up. So maybe people have found this out before me. I don't know. It kind of surprised me because Armor used to be, like, no doubt about it, like, the best kit to use, you know, the Armor, it was just so nice because, you know, if you were at your spawn island and you didn't have a chest plate, then, you know, the game was basically over for you, unless you got some random, like, I don't know, give me a sec to clean this guy, if he'll just let me, why am I not sprinting? There we go. Armor used to be best kit, no joke, but then, here's the thing. They updated Skywars. I'm sure most of you know that they did this. And they nerfed and buffed some of the kits. Okay, mostly they nerfed them. I don't actually know any kits that they buffed, but who cares? The main thing is they took away the gold boots from Armor, which might not sound like a lot, but it changed everything. Because now, okay, Disco Kit has always been on my list as like one of the best kits. Armor was just slightly better than it, though, although in some cases, on some maps, Disco was better. I just use Armor, though, because in general, it was just so much easier to use and everything. But now that I've realized that it's better, since Armor doesn't have gold boots, I've been using it a lot more, and I have noticed, you know, it's all good. It's a pretty decent kit. I don't know why people go hating on it like they do. Get out of here, spider. See, the main thing is, Armor at first glance seems like pretty terrible, but if you actually go and put its prot enchants and stuff on the Armor, you'll actually see it's better than Armor kit is. Here, I'll show you. So this here is a program called, I don't know what it's called, Armor Calculator or something. Basically, you put in the Armor and some enchants, and it tells you how much protection it does. So for example, let's put in the gold chest plate and golden leggings as the Armor kit. We calculate, and bam, average protection is 32, because the golden chest plate does 20%, and golden leggings does 12. Now, we replace that with the things that Disco Kit gives you. Gold helmet, everything else is leather. We see that it's the same. So you're like, what? Wait a second, this is weird. It doesn't make much sense, but actually leather has pretty good similarities to gold in some of the smaller pieces like helmets and boots. And because, I don't know, this is a full set, somehow this full leather with golden helmet comes out to the same as gold chest plate and leggings, which is weird. And Disco gives you blocks as well, which Armor doesn't. So I mean, that already makes it a better kit. But here's what makes it even better. The leather chest plate, here, give me a sec. This is a little document I made here where I did some research on this, and I found out, looking at the Disco Kit, the leather chest plate has prot 2. And so if we pop that into the Armor calculator, prot 2, we can see that it's actually 36.8, which you can see is a bigger number than 32. So the Armor does more protection than Armor's does, and it gives you blocks, which already makes it an even better kit than we already thought. But there's more. It doesn't just give you prot 2 on the leather chest plate, it gives you more enchantments. It gives you projectile protection 4 on the helmet, which would be really good for bow spammers. The head is usually the place where people will hit arrows at you. Leather chest plate with thorns 3 makes most sense because when people are in melee combat, they'll also hit your chest plate. And of course, feather falling 2 on the boots. Interesting fact, regular Armor that doesn't have feather falling doesn't affect how much fall damage you take. You can have full diamond, but you'll take the same amount of fall damage as if you didn't have any. Only feather falling affects fall damage. So, again, I've done it here, the different amounts of how much it protects for the different Armor pieces. We can see the totals. And then, here's the trickiest part. We know that Disco is better than Armor at the start, but of course, there are better items in-game than these things that Disco gives you. So we need to find those. Now, it was kind of easy, for example, for the leather leggings. Everything is better than leather leggings. The leather leggings are like the worst armor piece Disco gives you. However, the others, for example, leather boots with feather falling too. Now, the feather falling is nice. So, for example, if you had chain boots, you might not actually want to switch those out. You know what I mean? Because the feather falling is more helpful. I did do some sort of calculating and figured out which ones you would want to replace the default Disco ones with. And I have that here. So, of course, leggings, you want to replace everything with. The chest plate is pretty easy since it's just Prot 2, and Thorns 3 as well, but it's not really that much. It's just like a 15% chance to deal like half a heart of extra damage. So I don't really pay attention to that. If everything had Thorns 3, that would be cool, but no. Leather chest plate, Thorns 3. So the things better than that would be leather with Prot 3, or, which, you know, where are you gonna get that? I mean, this gives you leather with Prot 2, where are you gonna get leather with Prot 3? You know, that's just dumb. Or, more easily, gold armor and higher. So gold, iron, chain, and diamond armor, even with no enchants, is just better. So if, for example, you find and spawn kill an armorer, then you'll want to replace the leather chest plate Prot 2 with their gold chest plate. It's very ever so slightly better. It's like 1.5% better, so it's not that much of a difference. But yeah, that's basically what I do. And same with the leggings as well. Since gold is way better than leather, if you spawn kill or just kill any armor in general, then just replace the chest plate and the leggings with the armor ones. Now, the helmet is actually one of the most OP things in this kit as projectile protection 4, and because of that, I had to make the stakes pretty high. So, the only thing better than this would be leather with Prot 4, okay, gold, chain, and iron with Prot 3 or up, and then diamond with Prot 2 and up. Now, really the only ones that, of these that exist straight from the game are the diamond Prot 2 helmets in normal mode. And if you don't care about Prot, projectile protection, then here's a little secret, okay? Something I realized. An iron helmet does the same amount of protection as a gold helmet, which is really weird. It's the same with boots. Gold and iron boots, same thing. Only difference is that iron lasts substantially longer than gold, but a Skywars game lasts like 2 seconds. You don't need to worry about that. And so, here's what I would replace things with. Chestplate I would replace with gold, and then you can pretty easily see what to place that with. For example, the iron that you get from mid. Leggings, anything is better. Boots, I honestly would do the same as with the helmet. I would only replace them with the diamond boots at mid, unless there's some kit, I think it's Cannoneer, that gives you iron boots with feather falling, and that is the only thing under the diamond boots that I would replace it with. So I hope that gives you guys a good outline of what you would want to replace the disco kit stuff with. It might look a little too much, but projectile protection 4, for example, reduces like half of the damage you get from arrows, so it'll take them twice as long to bow spam you to death. I know it's pretty nice. So that explanation right there might have been a little too confusing, because I am aware that sometimes when I explain things I can make them confusing. So here, I'm going to put a visual representation of what you want to replace things with default from the disco kit. You can screenshot this or whatever, it's pretty useful. So for example, I do not actually want to replace the iron helmet with this, because they do the same protection, and my helmet has projectile protection, I can speak. Projectile protection 4 on it already, so of course it's way better. The only thing I'd want to replace it with is the diamond for middle. So let's check this out. I got TNT only. Bye, sir. Goodbye. Oh, Gapple, very nice. And yeah, so even by default, the armor that you get from this is pretty good. When I get another armor piece, I'll show you, like, ideally what you'd replace stuff with. What? He takes no knockback. What is that? Oh, and the last guy. Okay, so let's see what armor he had. Gold chestplate is better than the one comes with armor. Gold leggings is definitely better. In fact, iron leggings is way better. Bow is nice and useful. This helmet is another disco helmet. And yeah, so if I, for example, found a diamond helmet or boots, that's what I'd replace it with. But anything lower than that, honestly, the disco kit gives you better stuff just because of the extra enchants it comes with. And GG, there we go. So I hope you guys enjoy that and it helped you out. If it did help you out, I'd appreciate it if you left a like on this video and maybe considered subscribing. I don't know. I like trying to figure out things in Skywars that not many people know about. And again, I don't know if people already know that disco is better. Maybe it's common knowledge now and I'm just far behind everyone else. You know, that's the sort of thing I would do, honestly. But even if you did know, this is an explanation of how it's better and why it's better and all that. Anyways, peace, guys. I'll see you in the next video. BigGreenBeast, out.